When Locoroco was released in fall of 2006, it was a surprisingly addictive game thanks to its colorful environments, its engaging characters, and its ridiculously catchy music. Simple to get into and learn, but complex thanks to the secrets and hidden items that were scattered through each stage, Locoroco was a game that easily demanded a sequel, and fortunately, this February PSP owners will return to the blob-filled game world with Locoroco 2, which takes all of the basic elements of gameplay and seems to improve on most of them. The Locorocos are gentle blob-like creatures that only want to sing songs, eat fruit, and live in peace with the other creatures on their planet. Unfortunately for them, the Moja have once again returned to attempt to enslave their world. Trying to suck the fun out of their planet, the Moja send meteorites crashing into homes and smother plants and animals with darkness. It's up to the Locoroco once again to attempt to return the world to its vibrant state. While that may seem like a similar premise to the first game, and it may even feel like a rehash of certain circumstances, the Little Blobs has not been sitting idly by without developing any new skills that can be used in this sequel. One thing the Locorocos were always able to do was split into smaller pieces to get through tighter spaces, and then reform into larger blobs on the other side. This time around, the Locorocos can now slide into different objects, like the afro of a giant plant, to help them break through rocks and other obstacles. Landing into these items helps increase their speed as they roll through environments as well, and it can frequently propel them to areas they couldn't otherwise access. The Locorocos can also slide into tiny crevices as well, getting sucked through holes in the ground that quickly propel them into new areas or objects that trigger the blobs to sing. For most Locoroco fans, this is nothing new. In fact, they're probably pretty accustomed to the cheery song that the blobs sing. However, this time around you're not simply sitting around watching them sing a song. Instead, you're taking part in a musical minigame that allows you to match the notes of the song up with outlines of notes on the edges of the screen. The more notes you match up, the more notes you wind up collecting, which translates into acquiring new objects for your Mui Mui house, as well as adding to your overall score for the level. This Patapon-like gameplay feature, combined with the number of fruit that you acquire and other standard stat-tracking items, factors into an expanded and redesigned Mui Mui house minigame, which has more of a collectible item feel. The visual presentation of the game seems to be a bit more eye-catching than the previous one. Now that seems a little strange to say, since a lot of the game was built off of friendly characters and lots of pastel colors for environments. However, one simple look at the world menu shows this off nicely, as you get a sense of the Locoroco planet and the actions of the Moja much more than you did in the previous game, which only presented a basic text explanation and icon of where you were moving to next. In Locoroco 2, there's a visual representation of different environments, all of which are animated in some way and indicate what you can interact with the use of exclamation points to indicate a new stage, or picture icons to show what can be done once you've completed a section. A rolling Locoroco indicates a stage, while a waving and jumping Mui Mui indicates a minigame section. While I haven't had a chance to go through the entire game, I'm having a lot of fun getting reacquainted with the Locorocos and their cheery songs as it gets closer to the February release, and I'll have more on the game soon.